Hi guys, in this video I want to show you how to do a one-way or one-factor ANOVA in R when your data is organized in a data frame where you don't have a separate column with the levels of the factors indicated. So let me show you what I mean with this example. So I have a little data frame here and I would like to compare friends group to family group to marriage group. These are obviously the values for all three groups, okay? But I don't have a separate column, okay, labeled something like groups, where I can actually separate the three groups with. When I run the ANOVA, as you well know if you're watching this video, it works off of the formula syntax, which requires you to give the independent variable and the dependent variable. So the independent variable is missing, at least it's not explicit in my data frame and very well in your data frame. If you do have a separate column with the independent variable explicitly stated, you can use this ANOVA formula, AOV, the way it's supposed to be used. But if you don't, and you have a data set kind of like mine right now, where the data is not distinguished, but it should be clear enough, you do have to do a little bit of work to prepare it before you can use the AOV function. Okay? So how do we do this? We're going to use the function stack, and what we're going to stack is the columns that we're interested in. So for us, it's going to be columns 2, 3, and 4. So if your columns are not contiguous, meaning they're not located directly next to each other, you can of course use the combine. So let's say my columns were in 1, 3, and 5, or whatever. I can get the columns I need and stack them. Okay, let's see what stack does first. So what stack did was it took these guys, took the values of friends, stacked them on top of the values of family, and stacked that on top of marriage, and created a second column called independent for the actual label of that value. So here are the values. Okay, it doesn't just stack the values, but it also brings along with those values the name of the column, in which case for us it's going to be the independent variable in our ANOVA, the group indicator, okay, or the label of our group, as you can see, family and marriage, in that order. Okay, once we have the data in this format, we can actually begin to do the ANOVA with AOV. Okay, so let's just go ahead and save what we've done here to, let's say, my data. Okay, and we could just quickly take a look at the structure of my data, and you see that it's a data frame with two columns, values and independent. It's always going to create this values and independent column headings or variable names, so we can jump in and create our model. AOV, now it's going to be values tilde independent, data, my data. We run the ANOVA, look at the summary, and we see the results. We look at the p-value, etc. You know how to. So this wasn't intended to be a video on one-factor ANOVAs per se, but more on how to get to this point when your data is not organized in the way that AOV requires it to be. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. So the key functionality here was the stack function. Okay? Till next time, be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and have a great day.